Hello and welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Tara with Simply Made Eats, and I just heard that it's official. Starbucks fall flavors are in. The pumpkin spice latte, the pumpkin cream cold brew, and I decided, hey, you know what? Let's save money and time and make them at home. So I've got some really good recipes for you today. They're super easy to make, and we're gonna start by making our pumpkin spice syrup. Okay, so for our pumpkin spice syrup, this is really simple. Basically, it's just a simple syrup, except we're gonna add in some pumpkin flavor. We have our saucepan on medium-low, and we're gonna add in just a cup of water. We have a half a cup of granulated sugar, a half a cup of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, a half a teaspoon of nutmeg, and a half a teaspoon of ginger. We're gonna add in just a 1/3 cup of pumpkin puree. This is just from a can, and you can definitely save the rest of the can for something else, like pumpkin bread or something delicious. Now I'm just gonna give this a quick whisk, and we're gonna let all those sugars dissolve. Let this get nice and hot. Okay, everything's blended together. This looks so good and it smells so good. So we're gonna turn off our heat, and then we're just gonna let it sit and cool off so we can pour it into a container without getting burned. Look who just woke up. This is my new puppy Hutch. Isn't he cute? He's a little biter. He's a good boy. What you think, Hutch? So once it cools down a little bit, I like to just pour it into a Pyrex dish like this. That way it can really cool down, and it's a lot easier to pour into like these little jars. You can use mason jars. I like these just to stick in the fridge. It's probably gonna fill up like 2 of these. I think I got this at Hobby Lobby, so, and it was really inexpensive. It's a good thing to have for coffee syrups. Okay, so now we've done the hardest part. We've made our syrup. I'm just getting the rest of our things ready for our pumpkin spice latte. I'm steaming some milk right now, and you can use oat milk, regular milk, 2% milk, skim milk, whatever you want. Get fattier milks, they're gonna be better. I like to use the Oatly full fat. And then I'm also just gonna brew 1 espresso shot with my Nespresso. It's so easy. Okay, so we're ready to make our pumpkin spice latte. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start with a shot of espresso, and you can definitely use a couple shots if you wanna go with a large glass. We're gonna pour in just a couple tablespoons of our syrup. You can definitely measure that out. If you like it a little bit less sweet, you can go with like a tablespoon, or you can go ahead and put in some more. The best thing about syrup is you can always add more if it's, you know, if it's not quite sweet enough, you can always add more, so maybe start with a little bit less. And then I'm just gonna give this a quick stir. And we're gonna top it off with our nice foamy milk. And some whipped cream if you want it. And then we're gonna do, this is just pumpkin pie spice, which is basically just a blend of cinnamon, ginger, and nutmeg, and allspice, which we used, well, we didn't use allspice, but we used the other ones for our pumpkin spice syrup. And then just top it off with that if you have it. If not, you can use cinnamon. Let's taste it. Oh my gosh, that's so good. I think it's better than Starbucks. Yum. Oh my gosh, you gotta make this one, it's so good. All right, now let's get started on our pumpkin cream cold brew. After I drink all this. Okay, so next we are gonna start with our pumpkin cream cold brew. And I've got a function on my Nespresso thing that does cold. So all you do is hold it in, and then it's gonna make a nice cold foam. But I'm gonna show you guys another option too. It's not ideal, but there is another option if you don't have the Nespresso. And all I've added in here is just a 1/4 cup of heavy cream, and I've done a dash, like about a 1/4 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. So you can see it spins it up really nice and gets it nice and foamy. You can always do it a couple times too to really get that extra effect. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you the cheater way, which you can definitely put this in your blender too. That's another option of doing it. This is just a nice quick way. So I'm just gonna put this into a jar. I'm gonna add a little bit of pumpkin pie spice. Seal this up like that. Make sure that it's really sealed and just shake it. Or you can whisk it, or you can get one of those little, have you seen those little frother things? I've seen people using them. It's like, I don't think it's very expensive at Target. You could grab one of those too, but if you just shake it, it gets nice and foamy, and it's just a simple solution. Okay, that's ready. Okay, so we have our ice. We are gonna fill this up most of the way with cold brew. You can use whatever kind you want. And then we're gonna add just a little bit of vanilla syrup. You can also just add a little bit of vanilla extract if you have it. Vanilla syrup is better because it adds a lot of sugar. So we're gonna do a little bit of that. We're gonna add some of our pumpkin spice syrup that we made. And then we are gonna top this bad boy off with our cold foam. Yum. And then you can definitely like top this with whipped cream, some caramel. I can't believe I said caramel. I always say caramel. Caramel. You can add a little bit more pumpkin pie spice. The options are endless. That's it. We're all done with these easy fall copycat Starbucks drinks. I hope you guys enjoy them. It really will save you a lot of time and money. So make sure to let me know in the comments if you decide to make them. And be sure to subscribe. I do a lot of cooking videos, so if you're interested in any kind of cooking, learning to cook, they're really easy recipes, super simple to make your life just a little bit easier. So be sure to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.